Hey there, and welcome back. So excited today to talk with Verena Poole about her experience with the Content Cure. Thank you so much for joining me today, Verena, and so excited to chat with you about how the cure went. So first and foremost, why did you join the Content Cure?
Mainly because you can't really do business without doing social media right now. It's kind of a key marketing point.
Absolutely.
And I've got a few little businesses that I'm juggling that needed help with how do I structure social media marketing and how do I present and how do I, how do I figure out who my ideal client is and all those good things.
Awesome. So why is and you kind of mentioned it, but why was having a plan, a strategy for your social media content for those several businesses, why was that important?
In part because they're different. The businesses themselves are very different. And so, just having a plan as compared to not having a plan in general is a good idea.
Fair.
Um, but also because I really kind of had no idea what I was doing at some level. This is a completely foreign territory for me. There's this phrase like, if you build a better mousetrap, people beat a path to your door if they know about it. And that's the key thing, if they know about it. And that's where this comes in, is being able to get a message out, but with a plan and being effective as compared to just being, guessing, stabbing in the dark, blindfolded, throwing, darts at a dartboard as compared to having your eyes wide open, throwing a dart. Much more effective.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So after taking the Content Cure, and like you said, this was brand new for you, social media, what areas do you feel more confident in having taken the Content Cure?
Identifying information that's more useful for my audience, knowing what the heck TikTok even is or how to work it. um, let's see. Oh, so many things. The confidence on camera, like figuring out what's important and what doesn't really matter. And yeah, I think that's a lot of what has changed.
I love it. Awesome. So what results have you gotten, or what results are you excited about after taking the Content Cure?
Well, I tried an experiment like with my Instagram page where like I posted several times a day as compared to my typical once a day. And it was interesting how different people started following me than had in the past. So trying that experiment, I think most of it is just I have a greater clarity. I have a greater understanding of where I'm going with it. I feel more empowered. I feel more like I can do this instead of it's just this nebulous out there, I don't know what to do with it kind of a thing.
Right. I love it. Awesome. So what would you say to any other entrepreneurs who are thinking about joining the Cure?
I would say it's going to sound like flattery and I apologize for that, but I would say pick Content Cure. If you're looking for coaching, get this one. I've worked with a few different coaches in a few different areas, and it's kind of funny. So I was actually at an event this last weekend, and bumped into another one of your students.
Oh,
and it was so fun to see her. I'm like, I've seen you on Zoom, but it was so fun to see her in person. And she about choked up when she talked about you. And what it was the similar things that I found, which is, anyhow, she just kept saying how wonderful you were. And I'm like, yeah. It's the fact that you're actually seeking to help us grow where we are at and helping us to get our message out. And it's not all about you just making money. It's not all about just you looking good. Both her and I were talking about how we both felt very supported by you as a person. And so that's, yes, coaches do that kind of, but not all. And that's where I would say, if you're looking for content coaching, Content Cure with Taylor Proctor is I would highly recommend over any other coach for that fact. It's your genuine nature. It's the fact that you are genuinely seeking to help us, actually focused on us getting our voice out, with the message, whatever message we have. And you're very, very good at that. It's strange to say. I'm like, it's kind of like a very slight nuanced thing that's so essentially important. It's I would call it that unconditional love is kind of what it comes across as, is a genuine investment in. I always felt like you actually were interested in me as a person, not just as a client, or not just, I wasn't just dollar signs in your eyes.
Well, thank you. You're gonna make me cry. That is exactly what I feel, right? And what I strive for is that to actually help, and that you are seen, and not only seen in the program and seen as a person, but seen online and in supporting your business. So, oh, thank you so much. That's so kind.
The fact that you have that intention, it comes through. It's obvious.
Well, thank you. Well, I am so honored to have had the opportunity to work with you and for you to be in the Content Cure. And I'm so excited to see where your content goes from here. And thank you so much for being on this call today and for sharing your experience so other people can learn about the Content Cure and make the decision if it resonates for them or not. So thank you so much, Verena.